Who is Donald Trump, and how did he become the most powerful human being on the planet? Why did America, the world's richest superpower, elect a reality TV billionaire with gold-plated apartments, and a habit of tweeting at midnight when everyone is asleep? Was it racism? Was it economics? Was it memes? Or was it because Americans simply wanted to watch the political system explode for entertainment? Well, kind of all of the above. In this video we're diving into the rise of Donald Trump, why millions voted for him, and how he completely transformed American politics forever. For decades, large parts of America had been slowly falling apart economically. Factories closed. Manufacturing jobs disappeared. Small towns dried up. Meanwhile, politicians kept going on TV, saying things like, "Globalization is creating exciting new opportunities." Which is fantastic. Unless your exciting new opportunity is becoming assistant manager at a dying strip mall. Millions of Americans, especially in industrial states, felt abandoned. And then came the 2008 financial crisis. Banks collapsed. People lost homes. Wall Street got bailed out. Ordinary Americans watched billionaires get rescued, while they got motivational speeches about resilience. That created something incredibly dangerous in politics, a feeling that the system was rigged. Then came Trump. Now, here's the weird thing, Trump was himself a billionaire elite. But politically? He talked like an angry guy at a barbecue. He didn't sound polished. He didn't sound diplomatic. Half the time he sounded like someone reading angry YouTube comments out loud. And people loved it. Because normal politicians sounded like this, "We must leverage multilateral stakeholder engagement." While Trump sounded like, "Everything's broken. These people are idiots. I'll fix it." Subtle? No. Effective? Absolutely. But Trump wasn't just about economics. America was changing culturally, very fast. Immigration was rising. Social values were shifting. The country was becoming more diverse and more urban. For many Americans, this was exciting. For others, it felt like they were becoming strangers in their own country. And here's where modern politics gets messy. People don't just vote with their wallets. They vote with identity. Status. Emotion. Fear. Resentment. Trump tapped into all of it. He basically looked at America's cultural anxiety, and said, "You're not crazy. The elites really do look down on you." And millions responded, finally. Someone said what they all felt. Trump was also the first truly internet-era president. Previous politicians needed newspapers and TV networks. Trump just needed Wi-Fi and functioning thumbs. Every morning Americans would wake up wondering, did the president start a trade war overnight? Or is he arguing with a movie actor again? Sometimes it was both. Social media transformed politics into entertainment. Outrage became addictive. Cable news couldn't stop covering him, because every sentence he said generated chaos. Trump understood something terrifyingly important: attention is power. And he dominated attention like no politician before him. Now, here's the part many outsiders misunderstand. A lot of Trump supporters didn't necessarily think he was perfect. They supported him because they hated the political establishment more. To them, Trump wasn't the disease. He was chemotherapy. Aggressive. Chaotic. Maybe dangerous. But aimed at a system they believed was already corrupt. And the more the media attacked him, the more loyal many supporters became. Because they interpreted elite outrage as proof he was threatening the system. Now, let's talk about what happened after Trump took power. And honestly, America hasn't really been the same since. Politics used to be, "I disagree with your tax policy." Now it became, "You are literally destroying civilization." Families stopped speaking. Friendships collapsed. Thanksgiving dinner became psychological warfare. America became deeply polarized. Not just politically, but emotionally as well. Before Trump, the Republican Party was traditionally pro-free trade, pro-big business, and interventionist overseas. Trump flipped it. Suddenly, Republicans became more nationalist, more populist, more skeptical of globalism, and foreign wars. It wasn't just a new politician. It was a hostile takeover of an entire political party. Trump constantly attacked mainstream media. Fake news became one of the defining phrases of modern politics. And, while critics saw this as dangerous attacks on journalism, millions of Americans thought, well, the media has been wrong a lot. Trust in institutions collapsed even further. And now, Americans increasingly live in separate realities depending on what media they consume. One side sees Trump as a patriot. The other sees him as a threat to democracy. It's basically two different movies playing on the same screen. Then came the January 6 United States Capitol attack. After losing the 2020 election, Trump claimed the election was stolen. Supporters gathered in Washington. And things spiraled into one of the most shocking political events in modern American history. To critics, it was an attack on democracy itself. To some supporters, it was a protest that spiraled out of control. But, regardless of perspective, it marked a turning point. The idea that American democracy was stable and untouchable suddenly looked a lot less certain. Trump didn't just change America. He changed global politics. Populist movements around the world gained momentum. Leaders everywhere realized something: you no longer needed traditional political experience. You just needed outrage, charisma, media dominance, and the ability to go viral. Modern politics increasingly became part governing philosophy and part storyline. So, why did America vote for Trump? Because millions of people felt ignored. Institutions lost trust. Globalization created winners and losers. Social media turned politics into spectacle. Culture wars became emotional. And because Trump understood anger better than any politician of his generation. Whether people see him as a hero, villain, symptom, or wrecking ball, one thing is undeniable: American politics now exists in the world Trump created. And honestly, the rest of the world may be heading there too. At this point, American elections feel less like democracy, and more like autocracy. Was Trump the cure? Or just the loudest alarm bell in history? Because either way, America definitely isn't boring anymore. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.